You ain't never had coffee like this before. Hey folks, welcome back to Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. So we all know that sometimes we store a little bit too much of something, and that stuff at the back corner of the shelf that gets forgotten about. Well, today we have a classic case of that. This is something that the old mutt was storing for the 2012 apocalypse, and it's still really good shape. This is Folgers Classic Roast Coffee with an expiration date right there. See that? What's that say? March 24th, 2013. So this beat out the Mayan calendar, and we're gonna give it a go and see if it's still any good. So stick with us. Let's try this out. So one of my favorite ways prior to getting the jet boil to make coffee is my old Stanley French press, man. This thing's made a lot of coffee in the woods, I gotta tell you. And it still works great. It's fantastic. This is a great, cheap way to make yourself an amazing cup of coffee. And it's a great pot all on its own too. So this is what the Livingston Man and I are gonna use today to press some of this classic roast, long since expired coffee. Wish us luck. All right, just gonna add some water to our little coffee press here. Fire this bad mamma jamma up. Let's see. Gas on, flame on. Let her ride. Now, not gonna take too awful long. We're using the jet boil here, trying to beat the rains. So in the meantime, let's see if I can open this. I'm not prepared, Livingston Man. Not prepared. Nope, can't do it. It's too vacuum sealed. Sealed up too well. I gotta go get a knife. Be right back. Now, we can open this properly. First thing we want to do is take a look at it. I mean, it looks like coffee. It looks just like coffee. Just like what you'd expect ground coffee to look like. It smells just like coffee. Livingston Man?
Still got a little aroma to it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not not pungent like you'd expect it to be early on. Well, I think we're gonna be all right, Livingston Man. Yeah, let's our waters, let's crank this up a little more. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're a couple seconds away. And then we'll dump some of this coffee into our water, let it steep for a few minutes, and press ourselves a nice cup of 11-year expired Folgers Classic Roast Coffee. We'll see if proper storage does the trick, guys, so stick with us. Ooh, almost there, almost there. All right, the water is plenty hot for coffee. Livingston Man, you want a strong, medium, or light?
Give me a regular medium.
A regular medium? Regular medium. All right, here we go. There's a 1. There's a 2. A 3. And a 4. No, well, here, no camera trickery, none of that. Here's There's our date right there. And here's what we're working with. I mean, it looks good, guys. It really does. And get right in on that spoon there, Livingston, man. It's not bad looking coffee, and no rancid smell or anything like that. I mean, it smells like coffee should. Albeit some cheap ass Folgers coffee, but you know, it's not like it's good coffee anyway. There we go. We're steeping. We'll give it a little stir. You know, the time to do this is modern medicine is still available. You don't want to try and figure this stuff out post-apocalypse, and you know, no hospitals, no ambulances, no friends around to help you out. So if you have something old like this and you're willing to try it out, do it while everything's still nice out, right? I mean, come on, be safe, be smart, please. So, because the classic roast Folgers sucks so bad, we're gonna jazz it up a little bit with some of this Maxwell House vanilla caramel latte. This is like your sugar and creamer and everything all in one. These are great for backpacking. Throw some of this in a little plastic bag, take it with you on your camping trips. You don't need to bring milk or sugar or all that crap. It's kind of all in here. That's why I like these things. You wanted a light sweet. How do you take your coffee, Liz?
Not that sweet. Like
not that so sweet. All right, we're gonna do a big heaping spoon in one, and 2 heaping spoons in the other. There we go. All right. Now this has been steeping for a minute. You guys want to take a look here? I'll bring that pot right down to you. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. Don't look terrible. Smells like coffee. All right. Livingston, man, you ready to press this bad mamma jamma? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's put it right down here on the chair where we can press it nice and easy. And that sucker just filters out all those grinds and everything. Leaves them stuck on the bottom. Gives you a nice little pot of clean coffee here. It's got a great little lid on it. These are cheap. You can find them almost anywhere. I will add these to the Amazon store because you should have one of these if you don't. So let's see what it looks like, Livingston, man. Looks a little thin. There we go. Looks a little thin. Maybe not. It's still pretty dark. Here, I don't want to hog all the fun. I'll save some for you too. Ta-da. All right, Livingston, man. Stir it up. Probably let it cool down for a minute. Hopefully these cooler ceramic mugs will help cool this coffee down. But I mean, that looks good. Aside for that white stuff floating in there. What the heck is that? Ew. Plastic particulates. It's the creamer, you think? Probably, Livingston, man. Probably.
Is that expired too?
That? No. That's relatively new. There you go. So that one, there's definitely a clear difference between 1 spoon of that creamer and 2 spoons of that creamer. This one's clearly darker. All right. Well, for science, Livingston, man, for science. For science. It smells good. Smells good. Yeah. Cheers, Livingston, man. Let's give her a whirl. Oh, that tastes like shit. Tastes like really shitty coffee.
It's Folgers.
But it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste bad. It tastes like crummy Folgers coffee. So say you just pulled up to a truck stop and you're like, man, I really need a cup of coffee. And you go in there and there's that pot of burnt, nasty looking coffee. This, you know what I think this needs, Livingston Man? I think this needs more of this here, little powdered creamer. I'm gonna give it one more for it. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It sizzled when it hit.
I hear it. Why is your coffee sizzling? See, I'm telling you, it's that creamer that's gonna fuck you up worse than the coffee.
Yeah, probably.
There's something wrong with that shit. Got
Probably.
plastic and pop rocks.
Plastic and pop rocks. It does have the pop rocks in it, Livingston Man. So.
I'm gonna go and be like, this ain't that. It ain't good.
But it's not bad.
Thick.
It's not bad. I would say
it coats my tongue.
extremely bold. Extremely bold.
I usually don't drink coffee at, like, I don't know, whatever it is.
Yeah, well, if you know, if I am indeed poisoning myself here, at least I want it to kind of taste good.
I think it's the creamer that sucks.
I definitely got some bypass on the grinds here, Livingston Man. Or maybe that's just part of the creamer again.
I mean, look at all that silt in the cup.
No, I think that's from the creamer. I think this is like the bypass. The bypass.
Sexual.
No, I think that's just coffee because I've got some floating here in the top. I could like skim off. So while the Stanley press is very good, this one's got a lot of use on it, man. So I'm sure that I get some blow by on the sides of that thing. That rubber seal is like 7 years old and been through many campfires and hot pots. So maybe I'm just due for a new one. Because I'm definitely got some grinds in here. But I mean, aside from that, the coffee itself, I mean, 11 years past its expiration date. 11 years. 11 years. You can count down the days and hours and minutes and months. It is June 9th on Sunday morning, and we're drinking Apocalypse Prepper coffee. I never had coffee like this before.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I got to be honest.
It's not like terrible, like I'm gonna puke. It's like rotten or something. You know what I mean? It's
yeah, no. It's just
maybe it's stale, but I can't even really say it's that. I mean,
yeah, no. It's definitely not fresh, but it is palatable. I would bet at this juncture it's probably not going to make us sick. Let's see. In the days and hours to come, hopefully we don't end up sharing a hospital bed and continuing this video at a later time.
Probably just be sharing a bathroom.
Holding hands, just put a bucket across from the toilet.
Yeah, just battle shits.
So far so good, man. So far so good. Yeah, I can't complain. This stuff, huh? Oh, you getting the nutritional factoids off of there?
It's got hydrogenated coconut oil and all kinds of silicon dioxide is a fancy name for sand.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
it's got sand in.
Anti-caking agent. That's probably what made it through your filter.
Okay. So yeah, I guess that is like sand right there on top of that thing.
I mean, if I was at camp, I would be like loving this. Like, thank God I had this.
Yeah, this is
sitting in the backyard. Like, this was the worst cup of coffee I've ever had. You know,
when you've got Mickwick smoked coffee beans like right there in the house, and wake the hell up, extreme caffeine blend right there in the house. This stuff is tough to palate, but it's not terrible. Like, again, I would compare it to truck stop coffee, that thick shit. So I'm not gonna lie, this isn't the best coffee in the world, but if you're post-apocalypse down in a bunker and you've got some old sealed vacuum bricks of Folgers classic roast coffee, you can make yourself a trucker's cup and probably suffer no ill effects even 11 years past the best by date. I'm not telling you to do this. This is not advice to consume long since past its best by date. But if it's properly stored, maybe you can have some Apocalypse coffee too. Hudson Valley Prepping Survival, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.